Our next honoree is Alvin Epstein. When you talk with people who acted with Alvin Epstein or who saw him on stage, they are unanimously rapturous. Everyone knows that there's a thing that great actors do that's mysterious and magical and transformative and pretty much beyond words. And whatever that thing is, Alvin Epstein just did it again and again and again. Michael Feingold, his friend for over 50 years, describes a phenomenon that was Alvin Epstein this way. He was a Beckettian and a Brechtian, a classical Shakespearean and an avant-gardist, a musical theater performer with a fine singing voice who was also gifted as a mime. When he directed plays, he did so as an artist who understood acting from deep inside, but with a sensitive understanding of visual imagery and an electrifying flair. So it's not an accident that Alvin Epstein plays an outside role in the history of the theater. He was the man who played the fool to Orson Welles' King Lear, and he was in the original production of Waiting for Godot. He was a powerful presence off Broadway for more than 50 years, from his debut in Sean O'Casey's Purple Dust in 1956 at Cherry Lane, to Nikolai and Others at the Mitzi Newhouse as recently as 2013. And one nice thing about being a great actor for half a century is that if you're not right for a role right now, you could come back for 30 years. So Alvin Epstein played every male role in Endgame. He Clove in the 1958 American premiere at the Cherry Lane, Ham in 1984 at the Samuel Beckett. He also directed that one, and Nag in 2005 at Irish Rep. In the meantime, he played Lucky and later Estragon in Waiting for Godot, Oberon in Midsummer Night's Dream, and of course King Lear, in a production that Michael Feingold recalls filled him with terror and required him to remind himself, sitting in the audience, it's only a play. So here to accept the Off Broadway Alliance Hall of Fame honor on behalf of Alvin Epstein, please help me welcome the wonderful actress who played Nell to Alvin Epstein's Nag and Endgame, and at the Irish Rep, directed by Charlotte Moore, his close friend for many years, who just flew in from Casablanca to be with us today, Kathryn Grody and Charlotte Moore.
Yay.
Privileged to direct Alvin Epstein in a Samuel Beckett play. It was intimidating, believe me. One day he said to me during rehearsal, "Thanks, Charlotte, I hadn't thought of that." That kept me going for about a week. And one day he said to me, he said, Charlotte, I think I don't know what I'm going to do next. I played everybody except the Energizer Bunny. And I thought at the time, my God, what a wonderful bunny that would have been. Anyway, in the production of Endgame, in the other barrel was Kathryn Grody, and it resulted in the relationship of a lifetime. If she hadn't married Mandy, it would have.
Actually, Mandy's fully aware of how much I loved Alvin. You know, Charlotte, I don't think I ever told you this. One of the reasons I love Charlotte is only English directors that I've met, once they work with you, you never have to audition for them again. And Charlotte's the only American that I've experienced that with. She called me up 14 years ago. "What are you doing?" she said. I said, "Looking for work." She said, "You want to play Nell?" And I said, "Who's the nag?" And she said, "Alv." She didn't even get the Alvin out. I said, "Not Alvin Epstein." She said, "Yes." I said, "Yes." I hung up the phone, I called Marion Seldes, and I said, "Marion, I just said yes to Nell. I've never done Beckett. What do I do?" And Marion said, "Who's the nag?" And I said, "Alvin." And she said, "Just ask Alvin." You know, you just just meet some people and you have this chemistry. It's a strange thing. We bonded over Charlotte's phenomenal sweet table, and he looked at me. I can still see him over that table of unusually good sweets. I gained about 10 pounds sitting in that can. He said, "Are you a Russian Jew?" I said, "I am." He said, "I think we've met before." I said to Alvin at one point, "Alvin, I need help with this. Will you please teach me how to do Beckett?" He spent 5 hours with me across the street at this little tiny coffee shop, starting with, "It's not can't you be a little something, it's can you not be a little something." And I think what really cemented a very particular relationship is, at the time, the 2 trash cans were on the center of the stage with no trap door and no exit. So for an hour and a half, Alvin and I were on little ledges, separated by sort of a mesh. I took to reading Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, I think, and sometimes we'd hold hands underneath, the trash cans, and then we'd climb out afterwards. And he was chosen kin. He became a member of our family. I sent him about 12 pints of ice cream on every birthday from Graders. It's they deliver. And what was great about Alvin is he shared his love of the theater and his deep belief that it was a healing thing. Going to a museum with Alvin was an education for me. He would look at the picture up close like this. He would look at it. I was running by like this, He'd say, come back here. And he also showed me how to be not afraid of being older. He never lost his enthusiasm. He always had his humor. Even as his body declined, all he wanted after his lousy back surgery was to play Fears in the Cherry Orchard, which he did. And before the back surgery, he said the reason he was so spry is he did something he learned at, what was the name of the mime school he went to that I can't pronounce? Marcel. He said Marcel told him this exercise and he'd done it every morning for 50 years. And you know how it's the Hammerstein thing, as long as somebody remembers you, you're not gone. So I start my morning every day doing this. I give this to you, okay? This is what Alvin did and started his mornings. He did it 50 times. I'm only going to do it once. Head, shoulders, waist, knees, toes, knees, there. That's what he did every morning. So I sort of conjure Alvin up. I don't think anybody can have the career and the times that Alvin did, but we can all aspire to be the kind of human that he was. He was decent and kind and enthusiastic and not judgmental and fiercely believed art could bring light, and we can all remember that we can bring light to this peculiar world we're in. Thank you on behalf of all.